Someone's late.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up,
Me?
some
No.
long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter.
Oh.
Whether it's adventuring
Oh
alongside
my God,
monsters
Monster Hunter,
or
no way.
battling them with friends,
Here, you need
we've
to
got
scoot over.
something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG
That's
entry
me.
to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Oh, that's not me.
You made it, yeah, I know. We should sound as good as we've been sounding. Cry about it. Off to a great start.
This was his fate.
Me at Square Enix conference.
Oh, there, that's what it was.
Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome
Hi,
power
chat.
of nature, he was merely
chat.
a man.
How's the
He
volume?
never stood a chance.
Oh, cry about
All
it, dude.
around,
Is this
things
just
kept getting
Crying?
worse.
where, like, a game where people cry a lot?
It's sad, man.
That Guardian Ratha had survived
People are
and
emotional.
returned to Hekolu Island.
Volume's good?
I went there to see Red's old monster again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
A Rathalos egg.
This is the
Oh my
legendary
God, it's a
monster,
baby Rathalos. What the fuck?
the monster with the wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings
He's so
can bring
cute.
about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are
How to
appearing
Train Your
everywhere,
Rathalos.
and they're emitting a strange light.
Dragon's Dogma 2? I don't think so. Capcom tweeted out like exactly what's gonna be here. Maybe there's some surprises, but I think it's literally just gonna be Monster Hunter stuff,
With monsters. How do
which
you
is
control
badass.
them?
But
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will.
yeah, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, Ace Attorney,
The
Capcom
bonds
fighters,
between
exactly.
Monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
I was hoping to see like more stuff from Capcom, but I think this is all we're gonna get. We'll see. We'll see. Not to
What
you
kind
know
of
unhype
power
anybody.
Does Ratha really have?
Maybe they
Why
did that
are
to
all
bait
these
people.
pits appearing? And who
And
are
then
those
it's gonna be
people
like,
who want to take
surprise!
Ratha themselves?
Dragon's Dogma 2, here it
All I
is!
have are questions.
Is this Dragon's Dogma 2?
This is Dragon's Dogma
Doubt
2
in
right
your
here,
voice?
Peeve.
Oh, God.
Ratha will become
Yeah, they
anxious
changed it a little.
too.
We're going for more
Fantastic.
anime
To know
style.
that you will protect him no matter
I
what.
missed some.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
No, Rathalos.
A voice.
I don't know how a game could
you
get
hear
me to feel bad for Rathalos. I hate that
Riders can
fucker.
bond with monsters.
If he ever lands
Surely
and lets
you
me
can
hit him.
groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship.
Stops flying
They're
around
friends.
shooting fireballs
They're
at me all the
monsters.
damn time.
Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet.
So,
That makes them strong.
why are you making friends with them if you guys
My friends
hunt
here
them
taught me
and
that.
tear them limb from limb?
I believe in the
To
strength of
make
humanity.
clothes. Because now we're friends with them.
Okay. So these aren't monster hunters. This
In
is
this
like
one, we're friends hunters.
this is like monster pacifist.
Yeah. Don't tell the Rathalos how you made your armor. Yeah, you're literally killing their like friends and wearing them.
Yeah. Look, you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Right there.
beating them up.
How many Rathalos like moms have you ended up murdering and leaving their babies to starve? Huh?
Transfer your save data to the full game. That's cool. You can start playing. I love games that do that.
Was that Rathalos armor?
Yeah.
Here's what happened to the dad.
Link your save data to get layered armor for Monster Hunter Rise. Hell yeah, I'm getting that.
Looks pretty
They're
epic,
just
right?
avoiding
And
the
how about
elephant.
that
It does look
announcement?
epic.
The
Epic,
canine
epic.
companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new Monsties in the first free title
Monsties?
update
Don't
coming
say
soon after the
Monsties.
game's
I think that's what they're
release.
called in here.
You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th,
Rathian's the
which
girl.
also
Oh,
carries your
sorry.
progress over
Yeah.
to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise
yeah.
a huge success earlier this year.
Now we're
And
talking.
we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
Ooh,
So excited about it.
I'm excited about it too.
Just put me on there to announce stuff. I'll be like,
Hey guys.
okay, there's this crap that
No one gives a shit
just
about.
watch the trailer.
What?
I think that would be great.
They told me to do it.
I think just someone super genuine like that, just being like, here's a trailer. I don't even know what's in it.
Moon's blessing emerge.
I don't care. You guys might enjoy it.
What the hell?
I have a good
Hey, Red.
feeling. What will it be? Moon's blessing emerge.
Hey, Remington. Everybody. Bit of an abrupt start. Surprise, surprise.
Eve's late. Surprise, surprise.
I was right on time. Ish.
This is gonna be pretty disappointing if they don't show anything else. Like we already know about their collabs. Oh,
Sunglasses.
event quest. Meh.
Muddy? Did it say
Oh,
Muddy
God.
Gras?
Yeah. They do that.
Is it supposed to be like
Ooh.
Mardi Gras?
Yes, Eve. It's a play on words. They're trying to be clever.
I hate it.
Me too.
Oh, so Mardi Gras has been over for months now, so I don't know.
They're trying their best. Ooh, paid DLC content.
Think you can take on Rondine?
Unless it's coming like next year.
Weird dances. Huh.
What is that emote of the dude like dead? Just, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
passed out.
Damn
There
it.
has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to
Pretty
Monster Hunter
disappointing.
Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure.
I saw that one coming
That's
though.
not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore.
Yeah,
with the
they are
release
going
of the
down what
Great
they
Ace
had.
Attorney Chronicles.
Unlucky.
North American and European future attorneys
Nope.
will finally be able
Steve,
to
I
get
hope
their
you got a
hands
game
on
lined
the
up to
Great
play.
Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were
Is the
previously
game
only available in Japan.
Actually eating?
You'll travel back in time to the late
Neither of
19th
us have eaten.
century
Well, you-
Japan
yeah,
and
they
London.
To play as
Yeah, I don't-
Ryunosuke
I don't know.
Naruhodo.
Phoenix Wright's ancestor in this action-packed prequel.
Did they announce?
Now let's hear more about the story.
Some out Resident Evil and Monster Hunter.
At this rate, it's gonna be done in like 20 minutes.
We can go over the
Welcome
Elden
to the
Ring?
center
Oh,
of the
Is
yeah.
Wait, no. But that's
Britain's
is that
mighty
leaks?
capital,
No.
London.
Oh, it's
those are-
interviews. Interviews. There's
IGN,
Elden
there's
Ring.
IGN interviews. And
Elden
there's
Ring
a-
interviews, chat.
There's a Russian one too.
With God himself.
Yeah. that's
My
right.
best friend.
Miyazaki.
I'm gonna start pulling a Jeff Keighley thing with Kojima, you know, where he's like, here's my best pal, Hideo Kojima. I'm doing that with Miyazaki.
You must have heard of me.
You guys can spread the word that we're good pals.
Best friend.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here?
Oh wait. There's my phone.
It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
Halo multiplayer overview? Oh yeah, I saw that. Looks awesome. Steve hasn't watched it yet. Looks really good, yeah.
The best lawyer in the world.
We'll watch it on stream together after. We'll do that before we switch over to some Elden
So
Ring
we have
articles.
10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Oh, she is extremely happy about Ace Attorney.
Yeah,
Hello,
sad about
I'm
everything.
Jonathan.
Minor
Capcom's
spoilers may be
marketing
included.
brand
Wow.
manager for
Thank
Great
you,
Ace
Capcom.
Attorney
That's nice.
Thank you, Capcom. I'm not watching.
Capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination,
Dance of Deduction.
coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Did you sleep last night? No. Okay.
No.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of
I'm about to break down the door.
Mr.
and the
Sholmes.
brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock. Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
That of a villain who talks like that.
Oh my god. This is so funny.
That is not the same guy.
No. That's a girl.
What?
She's got a
in
fake beard.
In the picture?
No. In real life.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that's a girl.
How do you know?
Because a girl screamed in there.
Pretty good, actually. You might be right.
Totally. Totally.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery.
Meanwhile, this dude's like, what do y'all want?
Yeah.
Wow.
As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the Dance of Deduction.
Oh no, isn't that weird?
Why would you have that on before you cut it away?
Yeah. You're a woman.
Hey.
I was right. I'm a detective. I should be a real detective. Ballerina. Oh my god. She's actually the waifu.
Gasp.
Oh, she's been caught.
That fake nose. I'm pretty sure that her skin color was way different. That's fine.
We did it.
Elementary.
You what?
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of
Yeah,
the
like
innocence of
skinnier
their
when she
client.
took off the beard, yeah.
The progress
And more
will be
pale, I'm
displayed
pretty
and
sure.
represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
The summation examination take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
God.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select
Hey,
2
why does
contradicting
he have a
jurors
knife?
to call out the flaws in the logic.
Objection!
Shut up.
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors,
I love
you
this
might just
fucking
change their
game,
minds too. With a slam of their fist,
Have you ever
each
played
juror
one?
you persuade will send
I played like a
ball
bit of
towards
the
scales
first one.
above and literally tip the scales of justice in your
Hilarious.
favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
That's not how fire works.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
This has just been a
This is not how
small
fire
taste
works.
of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Peeve
We are
won.
very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans alike. Thanks for watching.
It already seems like I have a
It's
bunch of games to
entertaining.
catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's
What
close
about
I
this
want
showcase with
esports.
a few words from two of the stars of Capcom Fighters,
This is what
Rob
I was
TV
excited
and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
Can we get a good Street Fighter instead?
Hey, get back here, Light Souls.
What's going on, everybody?
You're not
and welcome
dismissed.
to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name
Missed
is
anything
Vicious,
good? No.
commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive
At this point, I
Street
just
Fighter
want
V
Street
player
Fighter
and
6.
host
We're gonna skip
extraordinaire,
5, please.
Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire.
Yeah,
That
just
sounds
Street Fighter-
beautiful. It
Street
has a
Fighter
ring
Alpha
to it,
3.
And I think that's the perfect word to describe what we
Bring
have
that one
for everyone
back.
today.
Again.
Street Fighter 5, Capcom E3. It just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air.
Nice!
Nice! What? That was nasty. And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know what competitive Street Fighter 5 is. The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world.
Did they
state to
actually
state,
make Street
country to
Fighter 5
country,
good?
And we try to bring our opponent's life bar from 100 all the way down to 0. And
I've
feel
heard that
pretty
it's still
goddamn
not
good
great.
doing it.
That's right, Rob. If you think
When
you're
I
the
played
best
it,
in
the
your
game
league,
didn't even work.
Sign up for Capcom Pro Tour to prove it and become possibly a world champion at Street Fighter
Oh.
5.
It's literally a $60
Possibly
game.
become a world champion. Maybe.
Possibly, maybe. As a $60 game that didn't even work. Still feels like it's in beta? Yeah, fuck that, dude.
$5,000 on the
Trash.
line for each tournament, but that
Absolute
money
trash.
alone,
Anything
that's
good
not
announced?
the big- that's not
Resident
what's really at
Evil
stake here.
something.
It's
I missed
about
it.
making it to the granddaddy of them all.
Anime Monster Hunter. Some kind of Monster Hunter update, I think in June. Monster Hunter Rise. And
So behind me, you can see in all of its
Ace
glory,
Attorney.
the
Yeah,
Capcom
that's it.
Pro Tour 2021
I think this is it
official
after
stage
this.
and set, and that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions.
E3's been
And speaking
boring. They
of,
showed
the
Elden
Capcom
Ring.
Pro Tour has shaped up a
That's
lot.
it. Yeah, it's
2021,
over.
we have 32
That wasn't even E3,
events
dude.
going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities
Good point, I
for
guess.
players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
And Mago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch, YouTube,
Chaos,
Twitter, and
yeah.
Facebook.
Chaos.
Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the
I'm
VOD
here to kill
for all
chaos.
the competitive studying you would need.
Where's
to become a
chaos?
successful
I
Street
can't
Fighter
find
player,
chaos.
As well as catching some of the community-focused
Chaos
content
home.
that we have on Capcom
Chaos
Fighters.
come
We
out.
have No Neutral, the
I'm
official
chaos.
pre-show
Chaos
of the Capcom Pro
control.
Tour.
Hello,
We have
chaos.
sets where we take players from around the world.
Did they
and
fix
play
that
off
fucking
in
demo
exclusive
yet?
first to
Can people
10.
actually
Not
play?
only that, actually, we do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season.
Mom said it's my
Non-stop
turn to
action,
kill
16
chaos.
to
Yeah.
3 throughout this battle
That's
tournament
ridiculous,
series
man.
To see who will walk
Still
away
can't get
with
over
the
it.
championship.
No?
and the
Wow.
$150,000 prize pool.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to
Yeah, E3 has definitely been disappointing this year, but it was
content. But now
it was
you actually
bound
have
to
your
be.
teammates at
I
your
saw,
back, and every decision that you make is not just
I
about
saw
you
some
anymore.
comparison
For more
shots
news on
of
Street Fighter League later
the
this year.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen?
Final Fantasy 1, like Final Fantasy 1 like character designs, compared to what they're
Let's
doing
not
in
forget,
Origins.
The
Oh my
Intel
god,
World
dude.
Opening is happening right now.
It's
top players representing 11
he's
regions
now like an
around the
edgy
world
dude in
are
like an
competing for
Abercrombie
their
and
place
Fitch
in the
t-shirt
World Finals happening next
instead
month.
of like this
Be sure to check
fancy
out the official website for
armor.
more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object.
Wait,
You
hold on
do
one
not
second, chat.
wanna miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that.
100%. I mean, of course, your boy is from Ohio. Make sure you guys tune in to see the tournament.
You do not
Ohio.
want to miss some of the best Street Fighter 5 players in the world
Cool, I guess.
compete head to head.
So it's you.
I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
This is a game about being a world warrior.
Capcom Cup tournament play.
Obviously, they got a rivalry.
I'm the best in the world.
This game has
Is
changed
this
the
short
lives of
stream?
so many people here.
I want to dig into the Elden Ring interviews if there's nothing else after this.
I told you he's gonna go to the limit.
And on top of that, I haven't eaten yet today, so maybe.
Street Fighter 5 experience. This is Capcom Pro Tour.
That's not it though, right? It's not over.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-Verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary.
Why does that?
We have new adventures to embark
Why
on
was
in the
that
world of
on
Monster
here?
Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter
So basically, they're
Rise.
showing nothing.
And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports
And
fun.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Make sure you catch the latest
right?
matches with Capcom
But
Fighters.
one more
There
thing.
really is something for everyone here
We've
today.
got one more
but
thing.
don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the
Wah,
Capcom
wah.
virtual booth on the
Okay.
E3 portal.
As soon as
to
they
watch
tell you to
all
join the
these videos again
conversation,
and
that's
more.
it.
I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom
Is this where
experience at E3 this year.
Caxton walks on screen? Or Masterworks All? Can't go wrong? Ace. Why'd you do that, Ace? What's the number? A solid 1,300. Dude, Ace. Jesus, man. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Everything I'm seeing on there is almost like 1 to 3 months, except you got Sinrab for 4 years. Dude, Sinrab. Welcome back. I think as always, man, I hope things are going great for you. Ace, thank you, dude. Thank you. Also, I do have the alerts off, so it didn't pop up on screen. Sorry. No, this was.
Welcome back, and that is a wrap on Capcom's presentation.
Yeah.
I thought that rhymed for a second, and then I was gonna go, that rhymed, and then I was like, that didn't rhyme.
I love seeing the wheel. I saw the
You
gears.
saw-
Okay. Well, that was fun, right? Chat. Pretty good. All right. Please clap. Chat, please clap. Thank you for streaming shit. Now, are you saying like thank you for streaming shit, Peeve? Are you saying thank you for streaming shit? There's a big difference there. Now hold on, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. This might be a short stream, but I am gonna briefly go over. You guys can hear the music, right? Yeah. Can someone link me these interviews, these Elden Ring interviews? Yeah, Brandon's downstairs. Yeah, there's some interviews. Miyazaki. Anyone got him? The Russian one? Yeah, whatever you got. There we go. Turn that down a bit. Let's see. Was the volume okay for that? I had it. I think I had it incorrectly level. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's trash anyway. This. Okay. No. What an annoying pop-up. Okay, gameplay. Here we go. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit more. I'm sure it's fine, but there we go. Can't really think properly. Here's the Russian one. PvP mentioned halfway through. Okay. And thank you, Malistrom. Tier 2, welcome back. Thank you as always. So I guess start. Can you just give us general overview of what's happening in the world of Elden Ring in the story? I don't know if I want to read that. I'm looking for mechanical stuff. All right, I'm not looking for like lore info. Definitely spoilers in there. Yeah, I figured that. Find some terms that we were just made aware of by the trailer. Tarnish. Can you explain what the Elden Ring is? Okay. Enemy design. Some of the wildest designs I've ever seen. Really? I wonder if there's any sort of unifying theme or inspiration. Oh no, so I've learned that there are, okay. Kind of tell them about explore. Okay, yeah, this is spoiler heavy. How the open world is structured. Is there a central hub? Okay, I'm okay with this. It's Miyazaki, apparently. So first, yes, not directly from the start, but there is a hub area that you can access a little later. We can branch out. Okay, yeah, no, this is spoilers too. And you approach leveling in this game. Much more. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. I think we can actually read this. We can read this. So yes, with this increased sense of scale and this vast new map, we had to allow for a certain amount of progression in reward, no matter which direction the player took and which path. You know, I just realized I'm leaning into the mic, but I have the gain up for like whenever Brandon's here, so I need to like back away. I'm probably being very loud right now. Give me a second.
Is it over?
Yeah, it was.
I figured it was gonna be crap.
Pure garbage.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I saw that one coming.
All right, hold on 1 second, chat.
One second.
Give us a moment. All right, chat, I'm back.
Hello, chat.
Anyway, yeah, so we're just we're scrolling through, looking at non-spoilers.
Yeah.
It's super spoiler heavy, so I'm just trying to find mechanical stuff.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Talking about like how many different zones are in the game, and I mean, I saw the number, but I'm trying not to say it on stream. You know, so chat, if you're wanting just mechanical, non-spoilery stuff, just don't read what's on screen, and I will relay that. Kind of, because I also don't want to be. I don't want any kind of story or lore
or anything
or
about,
any kind of
like, the
spoilers
game,
like
really,
that. But in
besides
terms
mechanics.
of mechanics,
You'd love to know.
that's what I'm looking for here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So this is about leveling.
Go on, I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Okay. You can't read anyway? Okay, good. This is Miyazaki, interview with God himself. Said, so yes, with this increased sense of scale and this vast new map, we had to allow for a certain amount of progression and reward, no matter which direction the player took, which path they take, because of that high level of freedom. Awesome. You will find those elements to battle and those elements to just exploring the world, which will allow you to keep that going. Again, I'm leaning into the mic. Not used to this. You can customize and craft items on the go by using materials found in the world. I knew it. I saw the there's like looked like a little like material node, kind of like Breath of the Wild in the trailer. So maybe that is a thing. Crafting, customize and craft. Well, I guess you always could. The key word I think is quote unquote retention and retaining a sense of progression. So we wanted them to keep going, to keep that flow as they explore and they journey through the map. So to give an example from a previous game, you could call the resurrection mechanic in Sekiro a retention of the sense of progress and not wanting to spoil that sense of rhythm or tempo the player has as they play. So we have a couple elements in Elden Ring, which come from a similar kind of breed. Something that will keep them going, keep them encouraged to explore further, but you won't be able to resurrect in this game. Okay. All right, later, Ace. Thank you again, dude. Thank you as always. Have a good day. Okay. IGN says Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Very similar and distinct flavor of combat, even though they're all fundamentally very different in terms of their focus. Can you describe how the combat will work in Elden Ring, how it differs from previous games? I'm okay with this. We think, Miyazaki, rather than recommending a specific way for players to tackle each encounter, one of the things we wanted to stress in this game was, again, that freedom to choose how to take on encounters, how to approach these various situations. So there's a large variety of ways you can approach combat and a large range of abilities you can acquire. We wanted to allow the player to combine these different elements, find their own strategy, even take indirect approaches to combat if they wanted to. But yes, this is something that we wanted to explore more so than our previous games and really focus on. This level of variety and this level of freedom in combat. Okay. And let me change this title. I don't know how long this is going to go. All right. Good deal. Oh my God, Zenith gifting a sub to Elden Ring. Oh wow. Welcome, Elden Ring. I'm sure you're totally here right now. Oh, you are here. Ah, hey, Elden Ring. I thought that was just random. Ah, all right, how's it going? That was unexpected. I'm gonna assume that's not official. Nice name though. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Elden Ring, big fan. Yeah. And thank you, Zenith. Elden Ring's like, y'all talking about me? Why you guys talking about me? Let's see. Oh, combat work. Okay, we went through that. Will there be a stamina meter? Like, you gotta stop that. Jesus Christ. Turns out Brandon likes to dance.
Oh, yeah.
IRL a lot.
When I'm happy, I dance.
It's disturbing to
Oh,
say
yeah.
the least.
Oh yeah, you love my moves, man. Shut up.
About that.
I got some good dance moves.
Okay. Will there be a stamina meter like in the Souls and Bloodborne games, or will there be no stamina? IGN, please. Yes, the stamina bar exists in Elden Ring. I mean, I guess. Is you looking for something to clarify?
This is like the the interviewers that we had in our room.
It's slightly better.
Yeah, slightly better.
As long as they don't say,
Is the HUD just off?
I thought the HUD looked great. Can we disable it?
Can we just delete that fucker?
Or I thought no HUD looked great. Yeah.
Thank you, Carson.
What? Oh, yeah. Yes, stamina bar exists in Elden Ring. Surprise, surprise. But we feel it has less influence on the player overall. We wanted to make it feel less restrictive, contribute to that level of freedom more so than our previous titles. Okay, so you will be able to roll, instead of like 20 times, you can roll 60 times in Elden Ring in a row.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. That's cool. Good to know. Good to know. Throughout the trailer, we see a bunch of different techniques. Okay. All right. Wait, can you shed some light on these abilities, how they're earned? Okay, they're talking about abilities. Again, chat, I'm sifting through, like, lore and story spoilers, and, like, they even mention, like, how many zones supposedly there are in the game and stuff. I'm not reading any of that on stream. So if you don't want to be spoiled on any of that, but you're interested in the mechanical stuff, just don't look at the screen right now, and I'll relay that. But we obviously will be discussing things that were already shown in the trailer, which is what I'm about to do. But yeah. Didn't really mention much on the story. I read a lot about, like, can you tell us about the lore and what's going on? Tell us more about this Elden Ring. Can you tell us more about the Elden Ring itself? Like, I'm not going to read that. Anyway. Throughout the trailer, see a bunch of different techniques. See a horse leaping up a cliffside, an attack jumping off of horseback. There's a magic attack that extends your sword. You shed some light on these abilities, how they're earned. Does acquiring a technique lend itself to exploring more of the world? Miyazaki says, yes, a part of making this new world with this new huge sense of scale was adding enjoyment to that sense of exploration, having players feel encouraged, and give them a desire to explore as much as they want. And, dude, this sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure his responses are vague. I'm sure it's not like end-game stuff, but it's still stuff I don't care to know. As I'm sure some of y'all as
Peeve
well.
likes to go sort of, in the dark about these games.
As blind as I can be.
To discover stuff.
But I'm not going to sit here and be like, don't tell me if there's PvP or how matchmaking works. I want to know that stuff. I'm interested in that stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to drive me nuts. As for like the story and the lore and stuff itself, I could be completely blind on that and be perfectly
like the
happy.
boss numbers and how long it takes
how many
to beat.
bosses and like... Yeah, I don't want to know that. And so that... where was I? And so that could B, through acquiring new weapons and magic spells and abilities, such as the different spirit summons. Okay, we saw a bird get summoned. We wanted to place these elements so the players will enjoy exploring the map, discovering these elements for themselves. There are cases in which you can buy them, arts, magic, etc. at stores, or learn them from NPCs. Alright, same as usual. But generally they're hidden throughout the game's world for the player to discover through exploration, rather than unlocking them through a skill tree as in previous titles. Okay. I think one thing worth mentioning is the skills, which is a returning feature from previous games, but again, we're concentrating on the level of freedom that it gives the player. So before, where there was a certain skill attached to a certain weapon, now you're actually able to freely interchange skills between a large variety of weapons.
That's scary.
That's big.
That's scary.
So you're telling me my Morning Star, dude, I've been wanting to use a Morning Star for so long, and they've never gotten it right. The best iteration of the Morning Star, I think, was in Dark Souls 2, in terms of like what I want. And in Dark Souls 3, I love its design and everything, and I'm okay with its moveset. But the weapon skill is just so lackluster for me. I know, I get it. It's what's the thing that gives you poise?
Perseverance.
It's got perseverance,
It's
which
really good.
It's really good in PvP, but I want some kind of cool move. All right.
He wants cool moves. He doesn't want poise.
So now I can.
Poise is boring.
I can do that, and yeah, that sounds great. I'm all about that.
That's gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's gonna be like scary fighting someone and not knowing what skill they have equipped.
Yeah, true.
It might be too late, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, well, this guy, he might have a quick step, and then he hits you and he does like a mega combo, and you're like, oh, he did not have the quick step, he had the combo equipped.
Yeah. Also, Psycho, I believe I already have that. Thank you though. Sorry, Moobot knocked you out there, but I think I already have that up above the Russian interview. Okay. Let's see. Large variety of weapons. There are, I believe, around 100 skills in total. Excuse me?
Yeah, 100.
Obviously, you're free to combine your different skills with different weapons. You're free to build your character with different weapons and equipment. You're free to learn magic as well. So if you throw all these things in, we think the build customization is going to be even richer and even more varied than before. Jesus, going from Sekiro with virtually no build variety to this,
it's gonna be amazing.
This is nuts, dude.
I can't wait to make like a new
character
God. In this, dude.
What if they're like, what if that's why they brought in old Jar Jar? They're like, hey, you take care of like a lot of the lore connections and stuff. Miyazaki's gonna go and have a blast with like gameplay.
Probably, man. I mean, it sounds like George had a huge part to play in the creation of this world and the lore.
That's nuts, dude. Also, his name's Jar Jar. Have some respect. IGN says, can you talk a little bit about how stealth plays a role in Elden Ring? Part in the trailer shows slowly sneaking up.
Can you delete characters?
I'm just not interested in this, but I'll read it.
Imagine if they released this and you can't delete characters like in Demon's Souls. I have a feeling they're going to learn from their mistakes and not do that save system.
Yeah. Miyazaki says, we think it's a relatively simple implementation of stealth. Has a wide variety of uses, and again, contributes to this level of player freedom. They've said freedom like 40 times, and I'm okay with it. Keep saying it.
You're free.
So you're able to crouch, you're able to sneak, and be less easily detected in the long grass, for instance. You're able to use that to your advantage to sneak up on the enemy, get a backstab, get a stealth attack. But you're also able to use it to bypass certain areas, to assess situations from afar. We wanted to create these opportunities for players to see what lies ahead of them and below them and around them, and to assess how they're going to confront that, or not, as the case may be. So stealth, while again it's a simple implementation, it allows for a lot more of these possibilities. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Elden Ring gear.
The next part,
Elden Gear.
The next part is one of my favorite
Elden
things
Gear
ever.
is solid.
Just wait.
This
dude.
part right here?
It's about to combine another game.
Okay. You mentioned earlier that one of the aspects of freedom was that you can summon spirits to help you. Oh god, the summoner class is going to be powerful. But we've had them in the past. I'm scared. Summoning players online has always been a big part of these games. And I was wondering in the trailer, when you see the character summon a bunch of blue phantoms, if that was online play or is that summoning spirits to help you? Good question. You know, I'm pretty sure it's online, but good question. Yes, those ones you saw in the trailer, those are the spirit summons. Never mind. We mentioned earlier. Usually they're enemy characters, but you can summon them as allies to assist you in battle. Wait, so like you don't even have to find their sign. You can just bring them in if you have the ability.
You have them equipped, dude, into your like queue.
What the hell? Okay, cool. I'm saying cool now. I'm gonna hate it.
It's like collect
next
Pokemon.
year.
It's Pokemon. Collect your NPCs.
Oh god, actual summoner class.
Yeah.
So those were the local offline summons. In these spirit summons, we feel like, dude, wouldn't it be awesome if there's a covenant where you could be like, if you were online, you could be summoned specifically by someone. Like you could have your specific summon
And
equipped by another player,
and they get you no matter what.
and they're just like, oh, okay, I got
someone
invaded.
needs me.
One of your viewers is like, I got invaded. I'm pulling in Brandon.
Yep.
They summon you. That would be awesome. But we would hate it absolutely. I would love that from a hero perspective. As an invader, oh my god, I would hate everything. Brad, thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate it.
That would be amazing. They have a potential here, dude.
Yeah, I mean
Big
that's
potential.
speculation what I just said, but yeah.
Dude, think Dark Souls 2 Blue Covenant, dude.
Yeah, like something like that, and have it be more direct. That'd be cool.
But also, this is scary because they're saying.
Hold on, let me continue.
Okay, go on.
In these spirit summons, we feel like, as well as there being a large variety to them, they're a nice collectible hidden element within the game world to discover and to equip as you go. They offer a lot of different strategic options, but also the player might find that they just like a certain enemy tagging along with them. A certain summon pleases them aesthetically, or a certain summon that pleases them aesthetically. So there's a lot of strategic and a lot of personal touch to these summons. And we hope that players will also enjoy discovering their own progression elements as well. And of course, in Elden Ring, you'll still be able to summon fellow players for co-op. Okay. You were going to say something else? Or?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is scary because there sounds like he's separating the spirit summons and the actual summons. So imagine if you can summon 2 NPCs.
There's probably gonna be
and 2 players for a total of 4. Well, technically 5, including the host gankers.
They're not gonna do
when
that.
you invade. How funny would that be?
I don't see them do it. I was reading this IGN. Reading back some older interviews with you, and in 2016 you said, I think my philosophy towards game development is set a certain game system, and then apply a worldview that matches that. Okay. Has that philosophy changed at all? Okay. I don't really care about this. I'm looking for mechanics. This is similar to what you're saying, but obviously with the Souls games and Bloodborne, you've gained a reputation, very specific type of storytelling. Okay. Change a bit with Sekiro. On your approach. Okay. Then that wraps it up. Thank you so much. I hope it was okay. This is actually our first interview for Elden Ring. So we really appreciate your time. Single interview, it's very hard to go into great detail. Into a great deal of detail and to answer all of your questions. Imagine there's a lot. It's difficult to imagine. Okay. Lots of thanks and stuff there.
Thank you.
Let's go to this one. Which
Translate.
No notification. That almost had.
It didn't pop up. The top.
Translate to English.
There
Got
you
it. Okay.
Well
Oh,
done.
what did I click? I didn't mean to click it.
Elder Scroll.
Oh, all right. All right. There's supposed to be something very special here.
One ring to rule them all at the top. They like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Need to watch that movie.
Wow. Just coming out the gate swinging. Jesus Christ. All right. Elden Ring clearly has a lot in common with the Dark Souls series. Why couldn't it just be called Dark Souls 4? That's insulting, dude.
Yeah.
Asking, is this Miyazaki?
Yeah.
This is Miyazaki. Jesus. Okay. We want Elden Ring to be the culmination of our love for gaming, and in particular dark fantasy, the action RPG genre. The Dark Souls setting would have bound us with unnecessary restrictions in terms of plot, gameplay, enemy design. Exactly, yeah.
Okay, you have to understand this is translated, so it might not sound
Yeah,
that harsh
right.
in their
This
language.
is translated from Russian.
It might not
so
sound that cruel in their language.
I think it.
I think it was definitely a bold question.
It's a bold question,
No matter
what.
what.
The language. I think.
Hey Miyazaki, why the hell isn't this Dark Souls 4? It looks like Dark Souls 4 to me. Yeah.
Besides, when it comes to building the world and the universe, we squeezed everything possible from the core theme of Dark Souls, kindling a flame, and therefore deciding to try something new, fresh world, fresh themes. Perfect.
Good.
Dark Souls presented the plot in small chunks. Sekiro is more direct, with dialogue and cutscenes. As narrative work in Elden Ring. I'm just going to briefly skim this. I'm trying to avoid kind of spoilers like that. Collecting scattered pieces of lore, fragmented. Okay. While leveraging Sekiro's storytelling strengths. Pretty much the gist of that. We'll be able to make decisions that will affect the plot. Nope, not reading it. Horses are perhaps the most notable innovation. What is their role? A horse, first of all, is needed to move freely and comfortably around the world. Its quote-unquote big jump allows you to instantly climb huge rocks. You can also quickly cross dangerous terrain on it. Just ride. Showed horse fighting. How does that differ from the usual one? First of all, the horse is still intended for riding. For battles, players most likely want to dismount. Okay. But in some situations, you will have to fight on horseback or avoid a risky situation altogether. It will let the players choose how to use the mount, although horseback riding is not available in certain locations. Where you can mount a horse, everything is in your hands. They're really going for player freedom across the board. About multiplayer, here we go. In Dark Souls, you can summon other players and NPCs to help you fight bosses. And the co-op will work right in the open world. Again, translated from Russian. Summoning phantoms will not be available everywhere, but everything will not be limited to some bosses. You can explore the open world together. There will be offline assistance, the spirits of the enemies you defeated. Again, they are not available in all locations, but this is another element of character customization. You can choose allies like magic, spells, or items that will become part of your build. There be any other restrictions. For example, earlier assistants disappear after fighting bosses. Calling a partner did not allow players to leave the location. Elden Ring uses a system of signs familiar from Dark Souls. Crack in my neck. Where is it? Elden Ring uses a system of signs familiar from Dark Souls. Chat, quit reading ahead. So the scheme is roughly the same. Defeat the boss and disperse. However, we would call this not a limitation, but rather a way to let players relax. A good point after which you can let the players return to their business so that they do not annoy each other. Well, when we already disperse, how much more are we going to have? Otherwise, we aim to reduce stress in multiplayer and make sure that players who want to play together have as few obstacles as possible so that they can participate in the network game whenever they want. First, we have reduced the amount of resources required for multiplayer. Previously, players needed humanity or other rare items, which repelled the audience. Now, we want to achieve maximum accessibility. Give players as much freedom as possible in this regard.
Dude, that's awesome. That means constant invasions everywhere.
They're talking about co-op.
I know.
They're going to make it a pain in the ass for us.
Where's there's co-op, there is invasions.
Sorry, I'm drinking a drink.
That's going to be great.
Secondly, since the world of Elden Ring is huge, it can be difficult to find summoning signs in it. To do this, we have highlighted special locations where players can leave their signs or see who is currently available. Maybe that's what that.
It's the banner,
that banner,
dude.
yeah.
It was the banner, dude. Guaranteed.
And so that the battles do not turn into endless hide and seek, we're adding interface elements that provide enough information to both participants in the confrontation.
That's invasions.
Maybe it was maybe that banner. This is out of the blue, but that banner seems something more like maybe you could click it and see a bunch of bloodstains at once of like a battle. I get like this was a battlefield kind of thing. Enough players died here. That could be cool.
People here to summon.
I'm just guessing.
There's got to be some sort of indicator for that.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much the entire interview. I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah, we're done now.
Here. I think we're done.
Nothing important.
Yeah, that's it. And Sir Spitzelot, welcome back. Will there still be PvP in Elden Ring? Miyazaki, whoever did this interview, this was their goal. They're like, we're gonna ask about PvP.
Yeah.
Because Miyazaki brightens up noticeably. They actually did like a Miyazaki text emote.
Yeah.
Miyazaki brightens up noticeably. Yes, there will be invasions and let's say optional PvP. Throughout development, we tried very hard to make this aspect of the game as less annoying as possible for both players. We're still working on it. They're actually working on trying to make it not obnoxious. Paying attention to PvP instead of being a side, like an afterthought. I don't know. I don't know, Miyazaki.
Crazy Miyazaki, just throw it in, man.
You're kind of scaring me a bit. I don't know how much I believe this. Yeah, they did say optional. I think by that they mean like maybe like arena or something on top of invasion.
Yeah.
What about the Covenant? So Covenants. In this sense, Elden Ring is similar to Demon Souls. Okay. The conditions for participation in multiplayer are minimal. You just need to leave a sign. The game has a bit of a Covenant flavor, but the multiplayer tied ones just add some flavor to the multiplayer. They add their own characteristics like role-playing. Interesting. I'd say interesting, but that's kind of, it feels like that's kind of what Bloodborne did. If you wanted to describe Bloodborne Covenants in a positive light, you'd be like, well, it's for role play, you know? So, I don't know.
Here's the thing,
Let me finish.
Yep.
They will not become a mandatory requirement for multiplayer. Okay, well, it's not mandatory, but it never really was.
So, about that, the role-playing, I feel like it's going to be more like the Dragon Covenant. You join the Dragon Covenant, you get the Dragon Transformation. Or more like, in Bloodborne.
I hope there's more to it, yeah.
I hope there is too, but... Or like in Bloodborne, you equip the Milk Blood Rune, you turn into the alien. Or
that's stuff that like, yeah, it was never mandatory. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of weird.
It's weird that they say that, but I think there's gonna be like you mentioned before in the trailer that the werewolf looked like a player. That's very possible that's what they mean. Then they have a role-playing covenant for werewolves. And you turn into a werewolf.
Yeah, maybe in
almost
terms,
guaranteed.
Maybe like Bloodborne, like you're saying, with the Beast Rune and the Broccoli Man.
You
rune.
equip it, and you're part of that covenant,
Yeah,
and then you can invade in like a certain area. That would be cool.
Yeah,
if you go into the forest and only werewolves come after you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be fucking awesome.
Okay. Vendetta. About the open world. How does the open world of Elden Ring work? Are the locations creating a backdrop for travel between key points is in Shadow of Colossus? Interesting that they note that because I think there's some heavy Shadow of Colossus inspiration, especially if my theory on the light coming from the tree is correct.
True, yeah.
Are question marks scattered all over the map as in The Witcher? Okay. And again, anyone just joining, I'm trying to avoid like lore specific stuff. And like, there was a question in a previous interview, like, what is this Elden Ring? Can you tell us about the Elden Ring itself? I'm sure it was a vague answer, but I'm not reading that. This seems okay though. Neither one nor the other laughs. Okay, well, that. It's hard to say where he is closer, but the open world of Elden Ring will definitely not be an empty field for horse rides from point A to B. Okay. We wanted him to have character. Okay, this is translated from Russian, so it's kind of...
Yeah, we wanted the game to have
Yeah.
character.
I'll say it. We wanted it to have character so that it would have interesting finds, dangers, and memorable encounters. The map is not filled with question marks that distract attention. Players have to place markers themselves to mark points of interest. Maybe that's the banner.
Oh my god.
Huh. For example, we climbed higher, saw some notable places, and wrote down that you want to go there and find out what kind of story unfolds there. It's like Breath of the Wild. Want players to build their own storytelling in these lands. In Elden Ring, there will be a so-called quote-unquote main path, a natural route of passage. Player will find out about it almost immediately. But there is also an opportunity to turn off the intended path, find your own path. So sounds just like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. However, there was a problem with the rewards. It was a lot of fun to explore the world. Nothing sensible was found in it. What rewards will Elden Ring have for exploring the world? Okay, that's a pretty good question. Many items of equipment are hidden around the world. Weapons, armor, spells, skills, spirits for summoning, and ingredients for crafting. There will be rewards for player explorers. I would also note that meetings and plot characters are in themselves a reward, because thanks to them, you get to know the world better. Typical Miyazaki response here. And look at already familiar places from a different angle. They add drama to the journey, add twists and turns to the story, allow for the story of the hero, and influence things. Well, since you already remembered Breath of the Wild, I personally went through it to the end with great pleasure, and my reward was a sense of satisfaction from the process. But our approach is still somewhat different. We place great emphasis on character development and customization. Okay. The most important question. I think you already answered that with the PvP.
Yeah, but this is funny.
Why is there a poisonous swamp in every game you play? I think they mean every game you make. Yeah. Laughs. Yes, there will be a poisonous swamp in Elden Ring too. Perhaps this is some kind of my injury. Laughs. I don't know. He's like, well, I don't know, man. What? You don't like poison? You don't like Blighttown?
Yeah.
You don't like Valley of Defilement? Come on, it's Valley of Defilement. Miyazaki getting offended. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something makes me put poisonous swamps everywhere. Lots of exclamation points. Maybe something in the subconscious. Good question. I somehow didn't even think about it. You didn't even think about it?
He just does it.
He just does it. He doesn't even think about it.
Okay, we're gonna put the poison swamp.
The poison swamp's going here, and everyone's just like,
okay,
all right, we're doing that again.
I guess we're doing it again.
Guess here we go again.
This is where the poison swamp's gonna be. His floor plan.
He loves them. Yeah, he loves them. What happened to him
This is my poison swamp.
Oh my god, doesn't even consider it. Elden Ring will be released January 21st. Okay.
That's brilliant.
That's a good interview. It is in Russian, but the translation was fine. There's this.
What is this? I didn't even see
Someone linked this. Long interview with Miyazaki. Okay.
About the hot work. Did you see that translation?
Talks about the hot work the world has been waiting for.
Man, I want that hot
Miyazaki,
work.
Give me that hot work of yours. Oh yeah. Hopefully there's a proper format. Oh, here we go. All right. Finally, the release date and support new gen has been announced. With Corona, the social situation remains unstable. Will the game be released when you say? Is basically what they're saying. Blizzy, thank you. Welcome back. Miyazaki.
We just went through it.
Yeah, Miyazaki says, that's right. I've been waiting for a long time. Finally time to announce the release date. All the staff are trying their best to finish and make it. Not the most confident answer there, Miyazaki. Yeah. That's fine. Is that a new pick of Miyazaki? I don't know. I haven't seen all the pictures
Looks
of it.
like it.
This interview is the first time Since you introduced the outline of the game when the development of Elden Ring was announced, tell us your story while looking back on basic information. What kind of game did you aim for? Okay.
Yeah, Adblock is not doing its job.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't?
No.
That'll do it.
And thank you, George. Welcome back. Sorry if I missed anyone. The alerts are supposed to be disabled, but I guess it doesn't care.
What the hell?
Like
When they're enabled, it doesn't work, and when they are,
I don't know, man.
messed
I mean,
up.
I don't mind them popping up now. It's for the Capcom thing. Maybe I turned them back on and forgot. I don't think so. Miyazaki trip. Yeah. Did you decide to hire an open field after Martin's participation? Did you decide to make an open world game after Jar Jar joined?
I think that's the thing.
Yeah, no, that's not the case. Even before Jar Jar participation was decided, there was a vague idea.
Yeah.
It is correct that his participation has been a powerful boost to materialize and move forward. How did Jar Jar come to participate? First of all, I was originally a fan of Game of Thrones by Jar Jar. Okay. So our director, Nakajima, remembered that and approached Jar Jar under no circumstances, but he also knew about quote-unquote Dark Souls. He was, I don't know why I say quote-unquote, whatever. He was there and gave me the opportunity to talk unexpectedly. I'm happy about that, okay? At that time, it wasn't a definite business story, but as the story was lively, I kindly agreed with Mr. Martin. I want you to participate in our game production flow that you were able to do it. This is translated, so I'm trying here. Jar Jar did not directly build the world view of this work, but wrote the basis for it. Not even a question. The incorrect way to say is built the world view. All right, where's the mechanics though? Okay, storyline, world view. They love Jar Jar.
I love George, man.
You have a hero, but you don't have a clear personality. Okay. Kind of person is the main character? Quote unquote fading person? To which Miyazaki says, is it okay to talk a little longer? Lol. Lol?
LMAO.
Did Miyazaki say LOL out loud?
What is that?
Is it okay to talk a little longer? Lol.
Lol.
And they're like, yeah, sure, my dude. Miyazaki was like,
LMAO?
was like, poggers, bro. All right.
That's a weird translation.
Let's get it. Yeah. Let's go.
What the hell?
Okay. Okay, they're talking about lore stuff. Eldening. Wait, no. Yeah, Eldening. Main character has the goal of becoming... Okay. There's guidance points. They want to know only about the lore. Degree of freedom in the progress of the game is considerably higher in the Dark Souls series. You can expect that. Oh, Miyazaki said that, and they said you can expect that. Okay, yeah, lots of story stuff and bosses. Is the in-game text supervised by Mr. Miyazaki? It's a huge amount. There are some difficult points, but basically, try to read everything and write a lot of it directly. There you go. That's good info for you lore buffs there. I heard earlier this work is aimed at the Royal Road evolution of Dark Soul. But why did you launch a completely new IP instead of Dark Souls 4? Oh my god, stop it!
Leave him alone!
Leave him alone! Why do you want Dark Souls 4? Aren't you sick of it?
Leave Miyazaki alone. I'm
Leave
serious.
Miyazaki alone.
I'm serious.
We already read the answer to this in a previous interview where they asked. I mean, why not? It's insulting. Hey, yeah, you're making this new IP with this brand new world and brand new lore and starting fresh. Why didn't you just do Dark Souls again? Why are you doing other stuff? Why aren't you doing Dark Souls again? It looks like Dark Souls. Yeah, it might as well have been Dark Souls. Basically, his answer earlier was because we wanted to start fresh and not be tied down, and we basically milked Dark Souls for everything it has to offer. And if we were to include it in the same universe, it would be like we would be extremely limited on what we could do.
Dude, that's true though. That's like totally true. Like I did not want a Dark Souls 4. I don't care.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, dude, I wanted Dark Souls 4.
They're gonna have Dark Souls 4.
This is essentially Dark Souls 4.
In a few years, there's gonna be Dark Souls 4 Artorias' Big Day Out. and it's gonna be, people are gonna love it, but it's gonna be trash.
Dude, there's 3 Dark Souls. That's good enough, man. I want like a new world, some more interesting stuff. Look how good Bloodborne was.
Yeah.
Look how good they did when they set off and did their own thing.
They shine whenever they make a new IP.
Yeah,
in the Dark Souls formula.
Exactly. Sekiro even. They're both like literally perfect games.
Like, I wasn't seeing this question whenever they're like, you got this game Dark Souls coming out. Why not Demon Souls 2? I mean, I'm sure it was asked, but
yeah.
It's the same thing. Dark Souls wouldn't have came to be if they didn't decide to do a new IP from Demon Souls. So, I mean, Dark Souls is essentially, it is the spiritual successor, and I think it's because they wanted to branch out on more than just PlayStation, because Sony owned the IP.
100%.
But yeah, they definitely want to start fresh. Like, oh god, Dark Souls 4? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, Demon Souls was because of the publisher and the IP ownership, but they still wanted to make something new and fresh. Like, that wasn't entirely because of that.
Okay, create a new dark fantasy by frankly utilizing all the is the game nature of the open, I think they mean open world, builds this work different from the open world? Okay. I'd like to ask about gameplay, thank god. What kind of system and character making, role play? Customize appearance, freely select weapons, armor, magic, etc. and growth factors. Collect and raise parameters.
Strength.
Among them, one of the features, the degree of freedom of combat maneuvers adopted from Dark Souls 3. Many of the tactics are not fixed to weapons. We already read about this. Basically, they said they have like 100 different like skills, like weapon skills, and you can like mix and match them pretty much across most weapons.
Like, it's gonna be so many insane combos.
So, like, I've always wanted to use the Morning Star. I love the Morning Star. And Dark Souls 2, it was pretty good. In Dark Souls 3, I love the design of it. I'm okay with the moveset. But it's got Perseverance as the weapon skill. And even though that's a really efficient weapon skill, especially in PvP, I wanted something, you know, fun. That's not fun to me. So I don't use the Morning Star because it's just, I don't care for Perseverance. I would rather some kind of fun move, you know? And I can do that. I can put whatever the hell I want on it, assuming it's not like your Morning Star now shoots arrows, like a 3-fold arrow attack. Obviously that won't be allowed, but yeah. Quick step and straight sword spam. Oh my god, everyone can put quick step on everything. Maybe it'll be limited to like, okay, this is a quick ability. It has to go in daggers. I don't know. Maybe they would make like total speculation, but what if like essentially the Hornet Ring is now a weapon skill. So instead of it being a ring you can just have at any point, it's like that has to be your weapon buff in the skill slot.
Yeah, people are saying,
complete speculation, but it might, you know,
they could do the same
balance
with
it
like
a bit better.
Darkwood Drain Ring flips. You know?
Doesn't make sense. Oh, and equipping a ring that works with like a great club called a Hornet Ring. Yeah, that makes sense. And thank you, Forged. Welcome back. You have a link to it? Yeah. Here you go.
I have a feeling it's gonna be
no bonus damage for bonus damage, dude. I agree. The Hornet Ring shouldn't exist, but it's existed in all but Demon Souls at this point. So, I don't know.
I think it's gonna be limited per weapon class. So you know how like some of the daggers have quick step, and then some of them have like the shield side stab. You know, I forget the name of the weapon art, but it's the one where stabs it behind the shield, you know?
Oh yeah. Like the the little the
know.
Corvian Great Knife.
Yeah.
Corvian Great Knife ability.
So instead of having like just different weapons to have those, it'll be like, okay, if you find a dagger and find one of these two skills, you can equip whichever.
Yeah, because you're not going to do that with a Great Club.
Blind Spot. That's what it's called. Yeah, Blind Spot and Quick Step. So you get a dagger, and you could switch either or. You know.
Oh, true. Yeah. Demon Souls had the Fatal upgrade path, but that's where his most balanced. I mean, I say balanced. Fatal was busted, but
oh my god,
you at least had to do a full upgrade path, like to get to that. You know, so your weapon had to be completely dedicated to it.
And your physical damage suffered.
Yeah.
It was only the crit damage that went up.
Yeah, exactly. While in like ever since then, it's like, okay, well, you get all your damage from your most efficient weapon path you choose, and you get a bunch of bonus damage for your crit damage,
yeah,
which is
that was stupid.
Stupid. So if I don't know, speculation, whatever. Okay. That's about gameplay. Yeah. All right. Parameters, the weapons, combination of weapons, combat maneuvers. Okay. Only one combat maneuver can be attached to one weapon. Okay, one weapon skill per weapon. However, you can freely change the combat maneuvers, and we have about 100 in number. There are quite a few weapons themselves, so I think it's fun to find your favorite combination. Okay. Another news story is summoning of spiritual bodies. It means you can summon a friendly spirit body, or it's possible to fight with it. We read about summoning. Yeah, basically you can fight enemies, and I guess enemies you defeat or come across or whatever, you kind of collect them like Pokemon. Probably certain enemies, and then you can like summon them in to help you as spirits. The actual summoner class. There's a growth growth factor of Miyazaki. Okay. Miyazaki spirit body. Is that what we're calling it? I'm okay with that. As with weapons, there's a choice of which spirit body to grow. So please choose according to your own strategy or taste. Not very useful, but for some reason, there are some spiritual bodies that I'm attached to. Laughs. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. All right, Miyazaki. I catch a drift.
Calm down.
There's gonna be some amazing chests ahead. I have a feeling that Miyazaki's summoning some very specific characters that aren't useful at all, but he just likes to have them with him for some reason. A pendant summon? Yeah, that'd be great. Oh my god, chat's gonna be able to actually summon their waifus. Christ. Title of From Software is cited as the difficulty level, but instead of lowering the difficulty level of the action, it takes the style of increasing the player's choices, widening the frontage of the strategies the same for this. That's right, rather in this work, such a tendency is stronger, even with the spirit body I mentioned earlier. Your action element to capture the enemy with strategy and ingenuity. Work emphasizes such a strategic approach to battle. Actual Pokemon. Another thing that is easy to understand is the newly adopted stealth. We discussed stealth earlier. You can jump. Yes, you idiot. It is possible. This work, as with Dark Souls series, there are maps. Okay, I guess I'll leave that out. It wasn't too spoilery, but still. Possible to take more active tactics. Is it okay to say that heavy tense? God, this translation's rough. Yeah, options in battle. Boss battle stuff. Not gonna read it. Ask more about multiplayer later. Ask now. But can you explore the world with your friends while playing multiplayer? Suddenly that question is like clear as day. Yes, with some exceptions, multiplayer is possible even in large open fields. Okay, you can also enter the boss battle as it is. However, please note that you will not be able to ride in multiplayer. Chat, you can't ride. You can't go on a ride with your buds. Sorry. Sorry, chat. Okay, talking about bosses. Not gonna read it. It's difficult to answer, but on the premise of trial and error, how difficult is it compared to Sekiro and Bloodborne? I think difficulty level as a pure action game is lower than the titles you mentioned. I think it's easy to compare with Sekiro. There are options to challenge a certain threat after raising the level in multiplayer. Then I think the image of difficulty is closest to Dark Souls 3. Compared to that, a degree of freedom of capture, new strategic plans such as summoning spirits and stealth and multiplayer, because the hurdles are low. It can be said that although there is a solid response, it can be managed. Okay, interpret that how you want. Sounds like they're going for like a Dark Souls 3 tier of difficulty, but he's saying you have a lot more at your disposal, which could make it easier, I think. If you want difficulty, go play I Want to Be the Bashi. Chat. Speaking of which, not sure if I'll be streaming it later today. Field seems to be quite large. How do players proceed with the story? Read it. Dungeons. Worried about fall damage. Fall related items are adjusted so there's no stress on the premise of free exploration by jumping. Compared to the Dark Souls series, it is designed so that it does not fall unreasonably due to attacks, etc., and the fall damage, etc., are adjusted to be lower. Okay. Gravity got nerfed. Okay, yeah, some spoilers there. RTA. Oh, real-time attack. Competition to compete for the actual time it took from the start of the game to clear. Oh, speedruns? Okay. I'm not particularly conscious of speedruns, but I personally like watching speedruns, and I hope you enjoy it. Taki said. Okay. Okay, I don't think this is too spoilery. There's gonna be a map.
What?
Yeah.
I thought there was no map.
Yes, for
No.
open fields, so-called world maps are available. It's
What?
fun to set goals on the map. That seems, I mean, this could be a translation thing, but it's fun to set goals on the map. That's pretty, unless they're talking about
There
in
is an
front of you.
open world map, but when you go
Challenge
into
unexplored
read more.
places and fill the map. That seems pretty upfront.
Yeah, it is a map. Okay, I didn't know that.
So they keep mentioning Legacy. Which
Legacy's like a dungeon.
Okay.
It's like the actual Dark Souls-ish. You know, go through Sen's Fortress and kill the boss, you know?
Okay, so that's... Alright. They mentioned Rayma again, which is... I guess that's the horse's name. Okay. You create items at any time. Miscellaneous use items and consumables can be created while exploring by collecting materials. Experience of replenishing resources locally flexibly and flexing on fools, and flexibly creating the necessary items at that time. However, HP recovery is also treated, especially in this work. Concept of time passage and weather changes. There are elements that change in real time. There's also an impact on the game. For example, at night, both you and your enemies will change their engagement experience and aggression due to the decreased visibility of each other. Oh, so even the enemies are going to have worse eyesight at night. It's cool. There are special traces that the visibility will increase at night and at night. Okay. There are also scary enemies that only will appear. I assume they mean that. As far as the story so far, the volume of the work is considerable. The size of the field. Rather, at present, we are making various adjustments so as not to make the large volume annoying. I want to make it something that users will be happy with. Laughs. You're sure that this is the largest game from Software? He said yes. How much playtime do you expect? I don't think he gives a direct number, but I'm not. Seems that playtime will change depending on whether you play online, co-op play, and hostile/intrusive play. So specifications are being adjusted. What other factors likely to be included? In this work, users can freely set groups of asynchronous elements, such as illusion, dead bloodstains, and messages. All right. You can set such groups to play while sharing asynchronous elements. Asynchronous elements belonging to the group will be preferentially distributed, and the appearance will be special. By doing this, I hope to create a feeling of playing a game, something while connecting loosely without having to play multiplayer directly. So pretty much par for the course. I'm not hearing any music. Until now, information on quote-unquote phantoms, death, bloodstains, and messages was always only an unknown one of many players, but that was identified within the group. However, the aim that there may be new meanings and emotional movements by providing information on players who know it to some extent, or by assuming that it will be delivered to such players. Simple system, I hope, will lead to a new way of playing this work. Okay. How do you build a user group? It's a keyword system. Okay, so the password system is coming back. Users can freely set the group keywords for the asynchronous element, and the user who shares the keyword is treated as the group member. Or anyone who does it is part of the group. There's no limit to the size of the group. Huh? There's no limit to how you can share group keywords. I hope that you will be able to create various ways of doing things and playing. What the hell does that mean?
So, they have it so there's a password system.
Actual player covenants? What's going on?
No. They have a password system for notes, messages, and bloodstains, so you can see your friends' deaths and stuff.
Oh.
So I can put like you can do like one Peeve, and then all your viewers can use Peeve password,
and they'll
see
all
my
deaths.
You'll see your deaths. You'll see everyone with the Peeve password deaths. It'll be like a community.
So it is
version.
an MMO. I knew it.
A community version of all the. You'll probably see each other's ghosts too.
It's an MMO. I knew it, chat. I knew it. We got it.
That's pretty cool. We could do like a Soulbrand one.
Yeah.
Dead team. Never mind. Just do our own Peeve.
Yeah. Okay. Playing games with someone is still fun, so I want to loosen it and lower the hurdles. I think games like this one will definitely be set up, including the fact responsive, but there are many reliable online friends who enjoy the hardships together, and those who do, the hurdle to start playing with us is very low. So I wonder if you make a group like that, if you can just like easily summon them wherever, instead of like, hey, let's go meet up here, drop your sign. If it's just like, all right, I'm pulling you in. If so, that's kind of scary but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it sounds like that's what they're wanting to do, because otherwise it's like, okay, go to this location, make sure that you're embered. All right, drop your sign, passwords on, like all that. It sounds like they're trying to simplify that extensively. Yeah, like a guild kind of a thing. Huh. All right. Actual player covenants. Cool. Scary, but cool. I'm just wondering if come January of next year, if I'm still going to be saying cool. I might be like, I hate it.
Maybe not.
It ruined everything, goddamn it. It's worse than the Bell Maidens. The story gave you a good understanding of the content of the game, which raised your expectations even further. I'm looking forward to new challenges. Okay. All right, that was a good interview, even though I understood half of it. Yeah. You won't need an item to go online like Ember, he said. What did he say, Ember? Same thing about Ember. No more Ember. Okay, you're just assuming what it means. Yeah. The interview said you won't need any special item. So, yeah, so it sounds like
you just go.
You can either find people as you go, or you can join a group of people. Since you have a guild where you can help each other.
That's going to be
and
wild.
See each other's progress. You say asynchronous again. Asynchronous? I don't know, man.
Asynchronous?
Red, thank you. Thank you as always, Red. Welcome back, everybody.
Got it right the second time.
Dude, thank you. Appreciate it. Red, you spoil me. So basically, you can grow it. Yeah.
You can grow it.
You can grow it.
You can grow a beard if you want. Your character better have beard options.
Okay.
How mad are you going to be if they don't, Peeve?
I'm going to be quite upset. Brandon can attest to, like, since he's here, it's okay. You can admit how luxurious my beard is. Not right now, because I haven't groomed it today, so it's kind of a mess.
Chat, it's pretty damn great. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
He can grow it.
I can grow it. Yeah. If I groom it, it's beautiful and it's got like kind of God of War vibes, minus the. I'd have to do the mustache in a different way, but yeah, it's amazing. Quite proud of it. I can grow it.
Peeve can grow it.
I can grow it. But if I don't, then it looks like a mess like today.
So that's exciting news, though.
So yeah, I'm gonna be upset if there's no beard.
Yeah, I know. Izaki, get on that, man. That's some good interviews, though. Lots of good information came out today.
Mouse and keyboard news. That's not gonna be. It's gonna be the same story as always.
It's the same type of game. You're gonna want a controller, man.
I mean, there are people who prefer mouse and keyboard for Souls games. They're insane, but they
it'll
exist.
be the same thing 100%.
It's just the type of game. It has nothing to do with like Dark Souls. It's just how the game is.
So Genesake, we're gonna be covering E3 tomorrow, but the next day I'll be streaming Dead by Daylight. I know you're excited for that, so I'm gonna be a day late for our boy Nemesis. That's okay.
Okay. Chat, are there any interviews we missed? That
I think we got
have
them all,
anything
man.
different to be discussed? I mean, PvP confirmed.
Yeah, PvP confirmed. That's amazing. We can rest easy.
Covenants being confirmed, but in an RP sense, not required. Which we're thinking, speculation. We're thinking that means like the way it sounds like something along the lines of like the beast rune and the cauliflower rune in Bloodborne. Especially since in the trailer we saw what I can confirm in my own mind at least was a player character in full wolf form emoting. And the reason why I say that is because they were emoting on the edge of like a rock and like howling, and their palm wasn't on the rock. It was like
It was floating.
It was floating. So it's like they got to the very edge of the platform. You know, if you like go to the edge of a platform in Souls games, you lie down, half your body is going to be just like free floating off of it. It was like that. It looked like it wasn't like scripted. It was like someone was like, that's a good rock for this shot. Let me go jump up there and emote.
See, but here's the problem with that, Peeve, is that they've done it before with NPCs that have been floating in their idle animations, like literally floating on the edges of stuff.
I mean, maybe.
So it's possible that that's just an enemy on a.
But we've already seen a beast form in a game. It's very possible they do.
100%.
Especially since he's got armor and stuff on top of all of his fur.
Honest to God, seeing all the werewolves in that trailer, I would be shocked if they didn't let you become one. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
Vincent Pale Dust is returning full force.
That's gonna be cool. Can't wait to whoop your werewolf ass.
Yeah. Good luck.
Beastie Boy.
Okay.
Very cool,
yeah,
dude.
PvP confirmed. Absolutely. All right, chat. We're gonna go get some food because we're starving.
Yeah. Boy's hungry.
I'm starving.
Your boy's hungry.
Orphan of Jar Jar. Yeah. I'm just gonna let AutoHost do whatever it's gonna do.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, okay, bye. Okay, bye, everybody. No food, dude. I'm so hungry. I know it's only been an hour and a half of stream. I might come back later for some bashi, or I don't know, maybe. But yeah,
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I'll let y'all know. But I have to eat something.
Your boy's hungry.
Yeah.
Feed the Peeve.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.